All right, man, it's your boy Scoop. We're gonna do my personal recap of the Reek Havoc versus Mac the Money Man from Backyard Battlegrounds. I thought it was a definite decent battle. We gonna out of on a 1 to 10 scale, I have to put this one at a nice even 5.5. It was a decent watch, you know. I'm pretty critical, I feel like, and my opinion ain't the same as everybody else's. I don't just fly with oh he got a reaction on that, or oh he did this. Like, I look for different shit. Like so I'm looking for bars. I'm looking for consistency. I'm looking for the way that you punching, like how it resonates with me. So I might feel like someone lost a battle, and someone else might feel like they won. It's all opinionated, man. But this is my opinion. Let's get to it, man. We're gonna start with round one. Mac the Money Man jumped it off, man, and I thought he came out the gate pretty strong. He had a lot of shit, man. And I felt like if I'm being all the way honest, I think there was a lot of misguided aggression for Mac. We love our battlers to be aggressive, like that. Like, don't lose your aggression. That's part of you. But to me personally, I think you gotta. It's like a roller coaster. You can't just come out the gate like unless you got something for it, you know. Which I didn't feel like it was that standard. Where I feel like if you would have built up to that aggression, some of that shit could have hit a lot better. On top of the fact that my nigga Mac had a mask on, man.
Mac the Money Man, Mac the Dawn, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You already know I'm coming for a fucking body. I don't know why this boy playing. Let's get it, nigga. Heavy hill, big DOE sniper, nigga. Let's get it.
You're gonna have to take that on when you rap.
You got a mask on, man, and that definitely on camera it muffled you. So I know in the building it did, and I know it's COVID and all those restrictions, so I get it. But like, if you want to battle, man, I wouldn't put the mask on. But let's get into the bars, man.
You want to go. You always turn but never drop nothing. You live like you lose foe. I don't believe when it's time to ride, you'll let it blow. I don't believe if you get caught for a homicide, first thing gonna get mad is you don't know. So how can I believe they have it grim when I don't believe Reek can even reap what he sowed? It's mad. Hey.
That is something to show you what I'm talking about. That shit was fire to me. The Lud Flow shit. The whole scheme. Reek and reap what he sowed. That shit was fire. But at the same token, the mask, it takes away half of the impact of that bar, of that whole setup, that whole scheme. Because if it's taken away from your bars, if I'm as a viewer, if I'm looking and I'm trying to watch for something and that sticks out, it looks like you eating your mask, it's gonna be hard for me to keep up. You know, it's gonna be hard for me to keep up with everything. Like, so I know I just said it, but I'm gonna just keep going back to that affected your round. To me, you had great material to me, man. You had really good material, like this.
Felt like Moses with a stick, because once I let it flame out the bush, bet you hear the voice of God start talking. These niggas really think I just be hollering? You just mad I didn't have to read an encyclopedia to speak volumes. Y'all whole niggas? Nigga?
I'm not gonna play this whole round. You're gonna have to go to the battle to watch that. There'll be a link for the battle in the description. If y'all haven't seen it, go watch it. He had some shit. He had that lollipop shit I thought was fucking fire. He had some other shit, man. I don't want to get into all his bars, but I will say, solid round until until the end. He had the way he ended the round was just off-putting, man. It was like a lightweight choke. I mean, I know that's not a choke. That's not a stumble or nothing, but it just give you that vibe like, you know, I'm just trying to kind of get out of this round. You know what I'm saying?
Everything was good until I gave my life to y'all. Am I a fraud? Because I found my purpose? Yeah. But yet I still chose to kill this nigga without a cause? Yeah, let's get it. Round one.
Round one, let's go.
So yeah, that's how you ended it. I'm not gonna stunt. It was a very strong round. On a boxing scale, you know, that's like a 8, 7 or 8. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at when the round finished, even though he kind of fucked up at the end there, when the round finished, I was thinking in my head, like, I think he's gonna probably end up edging this round. That's a good round. It was all around. You know, he had a lot of shit in there besides the mask and the ending. Like the middle of the round, it was just, I thought it was a lot of shit in there. So, but then Reek got a chance to go, and I like the way he came out with a rebuttal, with a couple rebuttals to get himself and the crowd acclimated.
Did y'all smell his breath, y'all? I never found out your real name. I'm guessing it's Clifford, because you need some big red, dog. And
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got to switch to the car because I want to smoke this blunt. Yeah, so Reek Havoc started his rounds with a couple rebuttals, which was cool. Like, they wasn't no crazy rebuttals, but like as a veteran, if you gonna do shit, you gotta be able to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to diversify your portfolio. So I ain't mad at the nigga. And it wasn't like it wasn't like air balls, but they just wasn't like one of them joints. So yeah, we had Reek had what, 2 or 3 or maybe 4? Yeah, 3. I don't want to give it all up though. So he had about 3 rebuttals, and in the beginning of his round, like when he actually got into it, it was starting off slow for me, man. It was as soon as he said John Doe, Rondo, Gonzo, that shit. At that point, I was thinking like,
I know exactly what you gonna say. You gonna call me Alonzo. And you gonna say, oh, with this long nose, you'll be Gonzo and flip Reek, get every way that you can like the Mambo, and then you gonna say Big D.O., and I'm gonna let a shot go. Because if I pull this John before D.O.E., he'll be a John Doe, and I do not.
it wasn't that bad, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say like it was horrible, but I know in my mind when I'm thinking of originality, what I've heard before and shit like that, like how I be judging battles, I was leaning one way. I ain't gonna stunt. I had put it in my mind set like, oh, I think this round is gonna go one way. And then from that point on, this nigga went crazy to me, man. I gotta play. I'm gonna cut it up two parts. 2 parts that did it for me. Like, you know.
I gotta put Mac down in front of Dave. Does Wayne Brady gotta choke a bitch? What? No, I am a damn murderer. You're only this Big Mac, so I keep one in the head. Hamburglar. And if you know anything about Big Macs, you know the recipe. So before I start reseating this top, open sesame. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's basically where it ended for me. He had more than that too, which I felt like them 2 just made it kind of enough. And I'm not like a dumb fan of nobody to just be saying shit like that, but certain times, man, certain shit, it's just too much when you can bring punches like to that level, and freestyle and rebuttal and like the rules of battle rap. That first round go to Reek, man. 7-8 took my way, man. I'm gonna give the first Mac's first 7 and Reek's first 8. And I thought it was close, you know. I didn't think it was like just a body bag or nothing, but I think Reek definitely got that first. All right, let's dive into the second. I'm gonna do this shit on the move. So yeah, that second round started. My nigga Mac the Money Man had no mask on. Thank God. Came out spitting, man. That Angela Bassett shit was fire. But he had my attention in that second once he said this.
Cap, when you battle Mac the Captain, you told him you was from the bird. Bro, when did that PGA Johnstown merger happen? You want to talk to Mac? Nigga, fuck you talking about, nigga?
Had a lot of shit in that second, man. He was consistently going, and you could see the momentum rising in his round. You know what I'm saying? He was saying some shit that he believed. You know what I mean? He had an angle on Reek about him not really being, you know what I mean, what he's saying that he is, which I appreciated that part, man. Where like he tried to get into something a little deeper, you know what I'm saying? Than just the regular punching, but he had punches with it, so you know what I mean, I salute Mac for that. Yeah, he had fire, man. I'm about to give y'all another one because he had fire in there.
They ain't killed them weeks, but I'm just preaching to you. I know don't no criminal mind what a killer think. I'm just letting you know.
That was hard.
Nigga,
That was hard.
I know don't no criminal mind what a killer think.
Yeah, that's part of the problem, man. Y'all need to wake the fuck up, man. I feel like a lot of times at these events, man, a lot of people in the crowd don't know what should hit. Like certain shit. That's my baby in the background. Like certain shit that he was saying. I feel like sometimes it can go over heads. I get it. But not that much, man. He was a lot better than what the crowd would make you think. You can't just go off what the crowd say, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's their opinion, man. Have your own fucking opinions out here, man. And my opinion is Mac was going fucking crazy.
Mac been a hippie. Give me my piece. I love smoke. I'm seeking blood when it comes to guns. It's no joke. These cans crackheads. These niggas stone cold. He slide through with a hot head. He gonna leave with cold toes. Nigga, let's get it, nigga.
I scored it. It's gonna be definitely no lower than an 8. So then we have Reek's second though. So he still got a chance.
This supposed to be one of them.
It is.
You know, 101. They like the way we run a tongue. You ain't want to take your mask off because of that herpes, and now you up here bumping gums. Motherfucker!
Part of it was fire, man. He started with a rebuttal. He had a couple bars in there. I don't even want to fuck niggas bars up, so I'm going to play a couple of his clips and then tell you what I think about this round. We're going to try to get through this.
You are just a welterweight, so I got this chubby chaser. That's a heavy fucker. Only having your top grill in. I'm a metal upper, 6 shooter, 6 pallbearers, 6 feet I'ma send you under. It's crazy, we just called God using the devil's number.
That's one.
And speaking of, all right, you wanna do all that? 50 buck was G Unit. This is Young Money and we going for the title. Plus this Drake weighing on me and I'm about to hit Mac Main Source of Survival. Fuck that.
That's 2.
You are total ass cheeks. A flowing trash heap. To the culture mad week. You don't have a life and the life you have should have been over last week. I am about to take from money what money don't have like an overdraft fee. And
Three. Yeah, that was a tough round for me to judge, for real. at 8. I had Mac at 8, maybe 8.5. If you look at it, like he was fucking cooking, and Reek was fucking cooking, man. He just I feel like his second was better than his first, and his first was fucking crazy. So personally, I got the slight red edge to Reek Havoc in a second, and it was razor thin for me. Like I could go back and watch it again and say that Mac won it. It was that close to me. Like, you know, Dave might swayed my opinion with the push, but
Damn, Dave, come on.
I mean that's how I feel about it, man. He had a lot of shit in that second, man, and Mac did too. But and I'm smoking on the Mac right now, man. Monster Alien Cookies, man. You know what I'm saying? Mac 1. Like, so I think it's a fucking game or something. Like, I'm smoking on the Mac as we speak. So, like, it ain't no bias. I fuck with Mac, and that shit was hard to do, but if I'm just being all the way honest with my opinion, I got Reek in a second. Let's get to the third.
I'm a nightmare. I'll be the reason why Rick ain't really sleeping. I'm a G. Since my old head taught me to work the scale, I've been on my Q's and P's. I'll have Mr. Electrified with a bolt. I get some chopped out in the field with some trees. My ideology, a combination where MOK and Malcolm will believe. Being conscious and balanced.
So I had to go do some shit, come back to this third round. But Mac started off strong with the rebuttal on the Martin Luther King shit from the other round, from the second round. And Reek had fire. Fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he started it off with. He had a couple punches. Now he had the intensity high that round too.
I ain't with the clown shit. I ain't got a funny bone. It's when my face show hurt when I'm pissed. This shit hit like a kidney stone. I be damned if I let this Johnstown realtor finesse me out my fucking home.
So he had a lot of shit, man. What can I say? It was kind of like his second. It was just filled with creative, out of the box type material. I really fuck with a lot of that shit he was saying. That immaculate reception shit.
I swear there's something about a grown man crying goat. I swear you can really see the kid when I'm napping shit. This is big versus strike on the box. He can't match with this. Just to be frank, Harris could get a pass if it was immaculate. With that being said, nigga, with that being said, nigga, with that,
Yeah, so that shit was fire. That shit that we just heard, that shit was definitely fire. That immaculate reception shit was A1. Yeah, I feel like his first round was maybe a 7.5, I'll say. The second round was like an 8.5 and a 9, and the third was like a 9. I mean, I think the way he ended it, like, was perfect. Like, he was just more comfortable. Like,
keep talking like he in the field. I ain't even gotta know his peeps to tell his dad was a house nigga. This shit is shame. I'd rather be draped in chains than have my body free but my mind enslaved. Fuck what you made. What you make won't matter what you in that grave. He gonna keep bragging about his first 50K to my family bragging about his first 48. Nigga, let's get it, nigga. Round, nigga. Go ahead, boy.
now we got the third round. We getting into Reek's third, you know? So, now he got a shot, but I feel like personally that he was up 2-0. So let's just see what happens in the third. All right, and we start the round. I think the way he started it, I really it was a rebuttal, and it didn't hit with me. If I'm gonna be a thousand, it really ain't hit to me. Might have hit in the building a little bit more because it seemed like you had to kind of beat her for that. So But then right after that, he had this.
Niggas say that I'm the GOAT. I just be punching overhead like when you Gatorade the coach.
That shit was fucking crazy. So, you know, a nigga like me, hold on. Get my brain working. Only way to get the brain working properly. Then we he had some shit about I don't want to say exactly what it was about, but it was like some like an angle which I thought was hit and miss. Like some points I thought it did hit, but other points I didn't. I feel like y'all need to watch the battle. I don't want to give away the battle. I just want to tell you what my opinion is. So if you ain't see it, watch it for yourself. Yeah, so yeah, it was hit and miss to me. He did have some shit though. I thought this was, I thought the third was Reek's weakest round, and it was strong. So that shows you how good of a battle it was. It was a good round, but it was just missing what I thought the first and the second had, like that little spice in it. It didn't have it all the way for me, but it had some shit in there. So
I give your whole crew some bullet cause you're nothing like me or 40. Actually, speaking of, instead of 40, I want the K. Like we was boring, type in a shorty, cause I know if this baby nick you, you will die prematurely, and you will get a headshot and scrub like a CNA pitcher, have a nigga glitching like a GTA stripper, what the fuck?
took me a while, but that's my in-depth thing. I got Reek winning the battle 2-1. I gave him the first and the second. I thought it's debatable to me. I mean, I might watch it again and say, man, I got Mac in that second, or, you know what I mean? Shit like that. So I feel like the second was really close, and what it comes down to in a battle for me. But great battle from both of y'all, and I'm going to be looking forward to more backyard battleground battles, or Pittsburgh battles, any battles that's happening in Pittsburgh. Villa and Fizzy is what I'm going to tune into next. And then, yeah, we got more content coming, but had some shit I had to do, so I had to wait a little bit on some of the videos, but we back. I mean, I got a couple shits I got to drop. We got the list too, you know what I'm saying? All that shit is going to be dropping, but make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Salute to y'all.